my name is Mark from Pestcon Environmental, and in this video we're going to be going through the rodenticides we would recommend to eradicate mice. Now, there are a whole plethora of rodenticides on the market. However, these are the ones that we would go for. And we would go for something that smells of chocolate. Why are we going for something that smells of chocolate? Mice have been eating chocolate for decades in our homes and offices because we leave it lying around our house. Now, they've got a taste for it, so that is why we go for something that smells of chocolate when we're treating someone's property. Secondly, we go for a rodenticide that smells of wheat. Breads have been around for hundreds of years and mice have got a taste for it. So that is what you should be looking at using next. So not just the smells are important, but also the consistency and the texture of the bait. Here we have two soft, palatable baits. And the reason we have these is because some mice will prefer soft foods. How we display them is also important. Mice have been feeding off the floor forever, and they don't sometimes want to be sat on their back feet feeding from a tray. Yes, they may jump inside the tray. However, look at trying to keep the pesticides low if you can. Now, this is my bait tray. It's got all the information and safety information on the back, and it is no different from one of these. So they're the three things that you should be looking at: the smell, the texture of the bait, and how you set the baits. Here we have a tamper-resistant box. This is what is used when you're leaving rodenticides around your property and you've got small children or a pet. As you can see, I have put the soft palatable bait inside the tamper-resistant box and it is not coming out. So this is what you should be using if you are going to leave the rodenticide out from any locations that aren't covered. Now, we would always recommend that you put these underneath the kitchen units. The reason we do this is where the natural smells of food are. So if you can and you're confident in doing so, pull off your kitchen kickboards, slide the rodenticide underneath, put your kitchen kickboards back, and then you know that the pesticides are well protected against any people and their fingers going in, and pets. Underneath kitchen units is where you're going to find the entry points. Water pipe work comes in, gas pipe works, so that is where you should be putting your pesticides. Now, a question we get asked every single day is, where is the animal going to die? Now, you need to look at where we go when we feel unwell. There's this misconception that mice go away to die. It's not. The only animals that I know of that go away to die are felines and elephants. They don't want to be a nuisance to the pack or the herd. So mice, like us, will go back to their safe place, which is their home, which will likely be in the cavity floor or even in the loft space, because they will climb up false walls on the electrical cables and then nest underneath your insulations. And that's why you may hear scratching in your loft space. It's not mice claws, it's actually them filing their teeth down. That's what they do several times a day. Next question, okay, so they die in their nest, which could be under my floor. Is it going to smell? This all depends on if there is a heating pipe near where the nest is, and it could be possible, and how big the animal is. If you had a rat die underneath your property, then yes, it is going to smell. However, mice, they're about as big as my little finger, and their organs are so small, and what you're smelling is the gases leaving the body. If I had 100 customers lined up in front of me now that I've done a mouse job for, I would probably say one, possibly two, would say to me, I've got a bit of a smell. So please don't worry too much about the smell when it comes to mice. Treat with rodenticides and make sure you leave them in safe locations where the mice can access, but make sure they're well away from pets, people and children. I really hope that this information has been useful for you. If you like this video, then please push the like button. If you want to see more pest control videos, then follow our channel or visit our website for more information. I'm Mark from Pestcon Environmental.